Why not? Welcome. Woo! Thank you for coming on this bizarre wintry day in May to the revamped, new and improved Julesworks Follies, Santa Fe's monthly sort of variety show. We had a couple months off, and some guy named George had a meeting with me and said we should boost attendance. How about having a theme? It didn't work, but we do have a theme. And I'm sure we're going to not stick to the theme and be really terrible. No. Anyway, the theme, we're going to be great, and we're going to let the theme guide us. It did in our rehearsals. The theme we chose this time is not a very strict theme. The next month probably will have more. Anyway, this one is birthdays, anniversaries, because this is the 36th edition of this show, which means other than a couple months, it's launching our third year of doing this every month. And we will continue to do it almost every month. We can't get a date here. June is the next month, right? This is May? Because they're doing all these big movies. And when they do that, we take a month off. But we will have July, it's not 100%, but I think we'll be back to a Sunday, which is better, July 19th. Should be our next show, and we're going to have a really cool theme. So here we are. We're going to launch this off. We all chose people who, originally we were doing this in late April. Now we're doing it mid-May. So Taurus birthdays mostly. And I'm going to bring our guests up. And we decided to launch each show now for the theme with what originally was going to be a debate. This is more like a question and answer with characters whose birthdays are this month or late April, talking about birthdays. So we're going to call up, let's see, we have the guests. Come on up here. Everyone, come on up. We've got, this is Enrique Iglesias.
Hello. Good to see you all.
And another musician next to Enrique is Mr. Morrissey. That's Morrissey there. This is some iconoclast who's known as Salvador Dali.
Hello. Thank you. Applause now.
And back there we've got Stevie Wonder. And we had, is Liberace still here?
Yes.
Oh, there's Liberace over here. Not dressed for once. Liberace, when he's in other people's shows, doesn't get dressed. I had a bunch of questions and they fell away.
Hey.
And that's why I was waiting for the questions to show. This is Winona Judd. Woo! All right. Well, we'll have to do the questions from memory. Someone's stealing questions around here. All right. So, our audience here, do you believe in birthdays? Does anyone want to jump up with an answer? Or do I have to make you not be shy?
Yes, birthdays are amazing. You can dance all night and be with your loved ones.
Morrissey, do you believe in birthdays?
I don't believe in anything that celebrates happiness.
Okay, let's cut Morrissey off. He's depressing. Anything to say?
Well, you know, I used to believe in birthdays until someone just broke my heart.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Dali?
Well,
I think you don't.
I'm completely opposed to birthdays.
We're not there yet.
No?
Well, Stevie, do you believe in birthdays?
Well, that's a weird question. It's kind of like, do I believe in aliens? How can I believe in something I don't see?
Ba-dum-bum. All right. Liberace, do you believe in birthdays?
No, but I do believe in life after love.
Life after love. Woo! Do the audience have questions about birthdays or anything for these guests while they're up here? Okay, we have another one. Have you ever gotten laid on your birthday or anniversary?
Well, yes, many times with many beautiful women all across the world.
Birthdays aren't for sex or joy or anything orgasmic.
Oh, God.
It's gross.
It is. If you're involved.
Well, I have definitely been lucky on my birthday. And who shouldn't be? It is birthday, son, isn't it? Right? Right? Don't you think?
Well, no comment.
Stevie, have you ever gotten lucky on your birthday?
Lucky on my birthday? Well, something was there, so I believe so.
Thank you, Stevie. And Liberace, you're always getting lucky, aren't you?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Is there no audience? Did you think of a question? Okay. Well, Mr. Dali, we understand that you are just completely opposed to birthdays. Is that true?
Oh, it is absolutely true. The birthdays, they are the thing I am opposed to.
Why are you most opposed to birthdays of everything on this planet?
Can I answer that with an interpretive dance?
Do we want an interpretive dance?
Sure.
Yes.
Do it. All right. 1, Yes.
You look like James Brown.
And 3.
Well, now he's the third. For the third. Oh, he's got a. Oh! He's a lobster. All right, give it up for Dolly.
both the birthdays.
Salvador really hates birthdays, but he loves dancing. Woo! Okay. And we have. Oh, he's okay. Can you see? Do you want some help?
Yes.
Sounds remarkable.
All right, so I think we're going to end this opening bit. Winona Judd, we hear your heart just was broken.
I've been a rock and I've kept my senses. I don't get pushed around.
I don't get pushed around.
When it comes to love, I keep my fences. I never let it down.
Don't let them put you around.
When you came into my life, I didn't know what to do, but now you're gone now, and the damage is done now. How did you do to me? No one else on earth could ever hurt me. Break my heart the way you do. No one else on earth was ever worth it. No one could love me like, no one could love me like you.
All right. Give it up for Catlin, Winona Judd, Alexander, and everyone else. Woo!
Patrick Chavez has been coming to just about all of the Julesworks Follies, and we're glad to have him back again tonight with more Zoe's stories. Give him a big hand.
Great Storm Monster. Once there was a beautiful girl named Zoe. She was so kind and sweet, everyone loved her. She helped feed the animals in the forest, helped her neighbors, and even took care of her baby sister Jolene. When she could, she gave money to the poor. She was so kind and sweet that even the king grew very fond of her. One day, while helping the squirrel gather nuts for the winter, a storm grabbed her and whisked her high into the air. Higher and higher she flew. First, she was very frightened, and then she just relaxed and began to enjoy the ride. It was kind of a cross between a roller coaster and a seesaw. Soon the storm whisked her to the hall of the great Storm Monster. The Storm Monster howled and growled and threw storms out of the cave that traversed the entire planet. First, Zoe was very frightened and she walked slowly to him. Finally, she spoke. She asked him, "Why are you howling so?" He said he was angry because no one remembered his birthday. He was so sad and mad that he let loose with the biggest storm that left the cave and almost knocked her to her feet. Zoe, being so kind and sweet, reached into her bag. She had made some tarts earlier and still had some left. She took the tarts out, and the squirrel she had helped had given her a jar of the tastiest sweet honey. She took the tarts out and generously poured honey over them. The Storm Monster was still angry and growling, and suddenly he stopped. He heard the sweetest little sound he had ever heard. Zoe sang in her sweetest voice. "It is your birthday, don't be sad and don't be mad. I have a lovely present for you. Don't be hasty, it is so tasty. Come enjoy it with me. Come and be glad, it's the best you've ever had. Share your birthday with me." Storm Monster looked at her kind face and began to sob. It was the most beautiful song he had ever heard. Wiped the tears from his eyes, And then he smiled from ear to ear. He gently blew out the candle and made a wish. Then he and Zoe enjoyed the tarts. Suddenly, the monster began to transform. His facial features softened, and soon he was the most handsome prince that Zoe had ever seen. You see, a witch had enchanted him years ago and left him to live a miserable, cruel life in the cave as the great storm monster. This time the witch appeared and released Zoe and the prince. Magically, they landed near where the storm had lifted her high into the sky. They soon became great friends, fell in love, and had a long, happy, and prosperous life together, and never, not even once, did they forget each other's birthday. The end.
Jules and I decided we would try and
Who's Jules?
we would try a George Carlin routine. See how it goes.
All right.
You know, by the way, I gotta say thanks to Patrick for working the birthday theme in.
Yeah, good job. Yeah. I think birthdays
He's a
are
chaos
stupid.
magician.
Birthdays are
That's why
corporate
he's
holidays.
working with us.
They want your money.
Are you starting or am I starting?
I think it's as you start here.
I love words. I thank you for hearing my words. I want to tell you something important about words that I think is important. There's my work, they're my play, they're my passion. Words are all we have, really. We have thoughts, but thoughts are fluid. Then we assign a word to a thought and we're stuck with that word for that thought. So be careful with words. I like to think the same words that hurt can heal. It's a matter of how you pick them. There are some people that are not into all the words. There are some that would have you not use certain words. There are 400,000 words in the English language, and there are 7 of them you can't say on television. What a ratio that is. 399,993 to 7. Oh, they must be really bad. They'd have to be outrageous to be separated from a group that large. All of you over here, you 7, bad words. That's what they told us they were, remember?
That's a bad word! No bad words, bad thoughts, bad intentions, and words. You know the 7, don't you? That you can't say on television. This originally was in the 80s. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Those are the heavy 7. Those are the ones that'll infect your soul, curb your spine, and keep the country from winning all the wars. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Wow. And tits doesn't even belong on the list. That's such a friendly sounding word. That sounds like a nickname, right? Hey, tits, come here, man. Hey, tits, meet toots, toots, tits, tits, toots. It sounds like a snack, doesn't it? Yes, I know it is a snack. And I don't mean your sexist snack. I mean Nabisco tits. And new cheese tits, corn tits, pizza tits, sesame tits, onion tits, tater tits. Bet you can't eat just one. That's true. I usually switch off. But I mean, that word does not belong on the list.
Actually, none of the words belong on the list. But you can understand why some of them are there. I'm not completely insensitive to people's feelings. I can understand why some of those words got on the list. Like cocksucker and motherfucker. Those are heavyweight words. There's a lot going on there. Besides the literal translation and the emotional feeling, I mean, they're just busy words. There's a lot of syllables to contend with. And those K's, those are aggressive sounds. They just jump out at you like cocksucker, motherfucker, cocksucker, motherfucker. It's like an assault on you. We mentioned shit earlier, and 2 of the other 4-letter Anglo-Saxon words are piss and cunt, which go together, of course. Little accidental humor there. The reason that piss and cunt are on the list is because a long time ago there were certain ladies that said, those are the 2 I'm not going to say. I don't mind fucking shit, but P and C are out. Which led to such stupid sentences as, okay, you fuckers, I'm gonna go tinkle now.
And of course the word fuck. I don't really, well, that's more accidental humor. I don't want to get into that now because I think it takes too long. But I do mean that. I think the word fuck is a very important word. It's the beginning of life. Yet it is a word we use to hurt one another quite often. People much wiser than I am said, I would rather have my son watch a film of two people making love than two people trying to kill one another. I, of course, can agree. It is a great sentence. I wish I knew who said it first. I agree with that, but I'd like to take it a step further. I'd like to substitute the word fuck for the word kill and all those movie cliches we grew up with. Okay, Sheriff, we're gonna fuck you now, but we're gonna fuck you slow. And maybe next year I'll have a whole fucking ramp on the N-word.
I hope so. Those are the 7 you can never say on television under any circumstances. You just cannot say them ever, ever, ever. Not even clinically. You cannot weave them in on the panel with Doc and Ed and Johnny. I mean, it's just impossible. Forget those 7, they're out. But there are some two-way words. Those double meaning words. Remember the ones you giggled at in 6th grade? And the cock crowed 3 times. Ha ha! Hey, the cock crowed 3 times. Ha ha! Hey, it's in the Bible. Ha ha! There are some two-way words, like it's okay for Kirk Youty to say Roberto Clemente has 2 balls on him, but he can't say, I think he hurt his balls on that play, Tony, don't you? He's holding them. He must have hurt them, by God. And the other two-way word that goes with that one is prick. It's okay if it happens to your finger. You can prick your finger, but don't finger your prick. It's time for another episode of the Three-Headed Oracle. Here's how the Three-Headed Oracle works. The Three-Headed Oracle can answer any question, and it will answer it with all 3 heads. Tonight, are you guys doing the heads in character?
Yeah, maybe. Some are.
Last minute.
Okay, I guess I'll conduct.
No? Yes?
Where are you? Where?
We'll just do it.
I'll conduct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe we'll switch.
okay.
All right. I was explaining to them how it works. Are you conducting?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So Jules is going to conduct the Almighty Oracle.
Okay.
Now, we need a question from the audience
Yes.
that only the Oracle could possibly answer.
We know everything there is to know.
Who's got a question for the Three-Headed Oracle that has Dali and others on it?
When will the spring weather return?
When will the spring weather return? Okay, Oracle, when will the spring weather return?
The spring weather is like an eagle cat soaring above the sky. And this eagle cat does not necessarily want to return, but it may if
It may come when called upon by doing a ritualistic enzyme with science and literature which doesn't make any sense. Which is why
We must dance. Dance for the weather. Dance hard.
for the eagle cat to return.
Okay, that's that question. We have another question for the Oracle. He's warming up. Come on. Don't be shy.
Is one later.
We're not trying. I can't see. Someone has one. Oh, in the back there.
Oh, great three-headed oracle. Tell me, how many licks does it actually take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Good question from the man in the shadows. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh, that's a big question. Well, if you were to take the licks times the sucks times the sucker themselves to the center of the lick of the top, then you'd
And
get.
Multiply it by 3 because there are 3 heads to lick this oracle. And do not try and lick all 3 at the same time. You will hit each other's heads. And we have tried this to get
into order of approaching said pop lolly sweet thing to the left and to the right
And down the center and up the top.
and down the bottom.
and up in the sky the licks on the Tootsie Pops. This is one question the oracle does not know, but my head sure is sore.
We've given the Oracle a headache. Another question. No more questions for the Oracle? How come all of the questions have already been answered? What do we do now? Now that all the questions have been answered, what are humans supposed to do?
Fall into the abyss. The deep dark abyss.
Of despair of our lives, because when you have no purpose on this earth anymore, and all the questions have been answered, you look deep inside yourself.
And maybe go with some crackers and some lollipops on the side.
And crackers and cheese and crackers and lollipops and lick and lick and lick until you're done to the center of the pop.
And when you are done, you say, despair.
Okay, thank you. Give it up for the Oracle. Good job, Oracle.
Now, do you remember I was telling you earlier about the open slot? So, this guy just bypassed the open slot and I guess just emailed Jules and said I'm coming. And wrote a really great skit. It's an original skit. And Scott White, Daniel Tarango, and Caitlin Alexander will be performing a skit called Bachelor of Science. Oh, in which I have a line. Almost forgot. By the way, you could always email Jules, if you're so inclined, with hate mail, or at srubinfilms@gmail.com, RUBIN, srubinfilms@gmail.com. Uh-oh. Here comes Tommy. Watch out, Melinda.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Not on my birthday. Jesus.
Hey, Melinda. Really, let me buy you that birthday shot of Jägermeister? You look thirsty.
I already have a drink, Tommy, and no sense am I thirsty, neither literal or metaphorical.
Whoa there, Plato. I was trying to make sure you're taken care of. I got so much flip. Look at all this. Be all yours, baby. I can print billion-dollar faces, billion-dollar bills with your beautiful face all over them. I'm Facebook friends with the Federal Reserve. They fave all my tweets. I am as rich as a flan made of platinum. My wallet is so titanic you will desire birthday sex with me due to it. Heed my lusty largesse, Melinda.
I'm just trying to get my slant on as it is my birthday, but this rhinestone cowboy over here is giving me entropy. I just don't know what to do. I need help. Who can help me?
Somebody's in trouble. I think my science can help them. I'm the Bachelor of Science. Science, power, coming at you. I'm the Bachelor of Science. I fucking love science, and so can you too. What in the name of Neil deGrasse Tyson is going on here?
I am courting this lass.
Fuck. He keeps, coming up on my leg, and it's really pathetic. All I really want is to have him leave.
I will leave if you pay me $15 million. It's the free market at work right here. Laissez-faire, my lassie.
Go choke on a Bitcoin, Tony.
Hey, Melinda, I think I can help. I have the perfect science here. It's called Neuro-Linguistic Programming.
Oh, yes.
The most powerful and dangerous sciences of all.
Oh, yes, I fucking love science.
As any rational human being should, Melinda.
But I've never heard of that science before.
It's a kind of science so powerful, it takes all 4 years of college to master it. And I have those 4 years, plus an extra one I took for science.
5 years of worshiping at the Temple of Science? Oh, I trust you, Bachelor. I trust you.
Don't just trust Melinda. That's what religion does. You also need to verify using the scientific method, of course. Here's my hypothesis. Tommy's gonna fuck off. Okay. Now let the experiment begin.
I'm so rich, my underwear is made of electrum. You shall gaze upon it tonight, Melinda.
Look into my extremely logical eyes, Tommy.
I could buy 10,000 of your eyes. You are nothing to me.
You are now under my control. Under the control of mighty science. You will do as I say. Now, be gone from this watering hole, Tommy. Get out of here.
Okay, sure.
Oh, Bachelor of Science, you saved the day once again. How can I ever repay you? Maybe with a blowy?
No. Love is not an element on my periodic table. Can never have a girlfriend. For I am a confirmed bachelor. A confirmed bachelor of science. I'm the bachelor of science. Science power coming at you. I'm the bachelor of science. I fucking love science, and so can you too.
It's my birthday.
Thank you, Scott White, for bringing that material. That was
Thank you
fantastic.
for coming, guys. Thanks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of our favorite musicians and, according to this, the finest vaudevillian you can lay eyes on this century.
Yes.
Watts Fowler.
Yeah, I'm the finest, because I think I might be the last one. So it's no comparison. What? Oh, no, I don't need a microphone. Thanks, Chris. Y'all know what vaudeville is?
I do.
What's vaudeville?
Yeah?
Vaudeville?
Vaudeville. I picked up the trade of vaudeville when I was living in Portland, Maine. Yeah, Portland, Maine. It's an old New England city up there on the coast, and I had a bunch of friends who would listen to old American music from vaudeville existed post-minstrel period, which was about the 1900s to the 1912 period, and it was ragtime-inspired music. I'm not lying about this. So I learned vaudeville from my good friend Tim Finland. Tim Finland was a young man about my age of Scot-Irish heritage, and he lived very highly up to that heritage by drinking a lot. And he was also a heroin addict, and he was, but he was a fine musician. I think he's still alive somewhere. He was one of the funniest motherfuckers. He still is, probably. But he showed me this song. This is an old vaudeville song. Or Tin Pan Alley, rather. It's called Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? I'm going to play a depressing song first, and then next time I can. Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sun, golden rivet and line. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, oh gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 suits went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Brother, can you spare a dime? coats and khaki suits. Oh, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 suits went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Brother, can you